Okay, so how do you frame max? So your frame goes from this to this. Okay, so first of all, you can frame max the bones only till 20 or 25, okay, because after that the bones stop growing. If you are still in this age range, you can do good quality sleep. So make sure your sleep is good with circadian rhythm and you sleep at least 8 hours. So that means you see the sunrise and sunset every day and you are chilling outside during the day. Then you need good nutrition, so that's raw milk, raw colostrum, raw fermented milk, animal protein sources, enough carbs and enough saturated animal fats. Okay, so first of all, these raw drinks, make sure they are from a good quality source. So for example, some local farmers and stuff who have grass-fed beef and their beef isn't vaccinated and stuff. Okay, and then when it comes to animal sources, make sure it's something like beef, eggs, and all of these kind of things. I would maybe limit fish because they are usually full of heavy metals, which isn't a good thing. But beef and eggs and cheese maybe and milk, you know, dairy, that's good. These are good protein sources and they are all animal based, because when you eat plant-based sources they are missing some amino acids, and animal protein sources they have all of the amino acids. Then you need enough carbs, and the best carb sources are fruit juices, raw dairy, then fruits, then raw honey, and I would say that's about it. You can do maybe peeled boiled potatoes, but I was trying them for like a few weeks and my stomach was in a bad place, okay, and once I cut them out I was digesting food very easily. Okay, then enough saturated animal fats, so that means something like raw butter, some beef fat, then some egg yolks and stuff like this, bone marrow, just really good foods for your hormones. And then being active, so that's going to the gym like 3 to 4 times a week. You don't need to go more than that. You need to be doing full body because that's the best split, okay? Full body or full body every other day, because you hit every muscle group 3 to 4 times a week, and that's extremely good frequency. So every time you are recovered, you are going to the gym again and hitting it right after recovery, so it can grow stronger and bigger and faster. And also the bones can get stronger and maybe bigger from being active. So that's really a good thing. Then once your bones stop growing, you should focus on growing your shoulders. So you can do lateral raises and do them in rep range 6 to 8 reps, okay? And do them really close to failure or 0 to 1 rep away from failure. And I would recommend to do these lateral raises on a machine or a cable. And when you are doing 6 reps, do it like this. So you do 4 reps, then do 5 reps, and then 6 reps, and then you up the weight, and then you repeat this all the way again. So this is the blueprint for 6 reps, and for 8 reps, it goes like this. You do 6 reps, then 7 reps, and then 8 reps, and then you up the weight, and you do it all the way again. And up the weight every time only by like 0.5 kilos or a pound. Then do full range of motion wide shoulder press. And it's full range of motion because when you are in the stretch, also the side delts get activated, and when it's wide it's also more beneficial for the side delts than just doing the top range of motion with close grip. Then you can be 15% body fat, and this could help because once you are in a shirt or something, your shoulders could appear bigger due to higher body fat percentage, and 15% is kinda nice. You want to be between 10 to 15% to be healthy, and 15% means you will look a bit bigger, a bit fuller. Make sure your glycogen is also full and you are hydrated well, so your muscles look fuller also, and this could be a good way to make your frame look bigger. And then the last step is getting bigger lats. So for this you need lat pull down and some kind of lat row with tucked in elbows. Bigger lats, they kind of like push out your arms, and then your arms and frame look a bit wider. Also I added another step which is also important to do when you are trying to change the bone length, but also when your bones stop growing, and that's having a good posture. You shouldn't have this rounded shoulders posture, okay, because it makes your frame look weaker and also you are shorter. So for example, look at this is the right posture, and this guy's frame appears to be better and he's also taller. So this is my guide to get bigger frame, and I might be also updating this once I get more information. And if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, DM me on Instagram jno.lifts, and bye.